Hello and welcome to this video about using the response filter in MTM dashboards. So this video will explain how you can take a widget in an MTM dashboard and filter it to how learners are responding to certain questions on the survey. Here's an example of an executive summary dashboard with widgets around benefit to cost and recommendations and business results. If we scroll down a little bit, we can see that there's a top box widget here around job impact. And by top box, we mean folks that are choosing that 4 or 5 on a 5-point scale. So they are agreeing or they strongly agree. And we can see here that job impact is really high at 88, almost at 89%, and is above the benchmark. But what if we had the question around, I wonder how people who are responding to this, who are also responding low to manager support. So they think they're not getting a lot of manager support. How does that impact a metric such as job impact? This is where the response filter can come into play. So what I'm going to do here as an example is I'm going to copy this widget. I'm going to come down here to the bottom where it's copying it. And now, again, I'm asking the question of if folks think that manager support is going to be low or they're not going to have that support, how will that impact the score? So what we can do is we can come in through our 3 dots here and click on filters. And this is going to be true for all the widgets. So when you come in and you filter it, if you scroll down to the bottom here now, you're going to see this responses and the select deselect button. This is why it's called the response filter option. This is very similar to what you could do in reporting in MTM when you're doing some of the ready reports. So if we select this button, all the questions in the survey are here. You can search for them up here. You can go screen to screen. It just depends on how many questions you might be having on your various surveys and how big of item bank that you have. Now we are asking about adequate support from managers or manager support. So here this question is right here at the bottom. I will have adequate support from my managers. So what you do when you find the question that you're looking for, you click on select responses. And now what I want to do though is you can choose between a certain score. So if you were choosing something, you might want to choose something between a 3 and a 5, or if you were doing NPS, you might want something between a 6 and a 10 or whatever you might want to pick. However, what I'm going to say is that I want folks that are choosing less than a 4. So my thinking here is that a 4 and a 5 is the top box, so what's everything else? So folks that are undecided or they're choosing that 1 or the 2. Apply filter. Now we're going to save that filter. And now here it is. It lets you know in the responses what the question is. Now we can simply say, yes, I want to apply that. And we'll see what it does to the data. And we can see it's a dramatic difference. We've gone to 73%, and we are now 16% under the benchmark. And if we scroll back up, remember, we were at almost 89%, and we were above the benchmark. So now what we could do is we can go to configuration here. We could change this to job impact with low support. Apply that. And now we know that when we have low support, it impacts a metric like job impact. So you could take that theory and you could apply it to some of the other widgets with that exact type of manager support question. You could do other questions. You could apply that in any way, shape, or form, really to any of the widgets within the dashboard. We hope you found this demonstration useful. For more information, please reach out, or you can always do a search in the MTM help. Thanks.